Mrs. Harding, I have to say thank you for the yummy cookies. So if you didn't get the Harding class, you're missing out on some good cookies, and I just want to make a special shout out to Mrs. Harding. Welcome to Funding Juicy Solutions. I'm Juice Ortiz, and I got a week 11, week 2 combined final episode of the Peak Producers class with John Harding. All right, week 11, burn the ships, talking about getting committed into your business. Brian talked about what it takes to be a peak producer, and one of the questions he asked that was very impacting to me was, do you know what the consequences of not completing your goals is? If you don't know what the consequences are of missing your goals, then you need to sign up for Scott Sufak's class. That they're already in, I think, week 2. So this is probably the very end that you can get into it. Now, when Brian was talking about the story of burning ships, it brought to mind when I used to tell my volleyball athletes, these girls that I coach in El Cajon, don't get ready, be ready. Because if you're in the middle of a play and you have to get ready as it's unfolding, you're late. You got to be ready. And if you saw Buffini's predictions last week, we are already behind, and harvest time has already begun a week ago. Rates have started lowering, or we can bring the rates down so much that it's like getting an interest rate from a couple of years ago. So be ready, and if you haven't sowed enough, man, get it on the sowing because harvest is already started. That was week 11. Week 12 was today's class. Consistency is the most powerful tool you have. And man, thinking about fundamentals as an athlete, fundamentals as a mortgage loan officer, what they are, being chronic with our business is so key. And Brian talked about that throughout the whole entire course. Calls, notes, pop-bys. Those are our fundamentals. We got to be getting done, and that's how we get referrals. And that's how we find people that we can go to work for. Now, if you've ever taken a Buffini class, you've probably seen the acronym HAS, habits, abilities, skills. I know I got the habits. I know I've got the attitude. That's why Dave Karcher and I talked this last August, and I jumped on board with Candace down in Motto. But the skills has always been the sales skills. Now, anyone can, any trained monkey can crunch numbers. That's like the easy part. The skills to relate to people over a period of time and find more potential clients to create more home purchases and listings so you can close on your business, that takes skill. And this class has really helped me grow in how to do that with calls, notes, pop-bys, and how to do it in a normal, relatable way. For has-beens, there's 5 points that Buffini came up with. I want to read those to you. So if you might be having difficulty in your business and you've been around for a long time, see if any of these relate to where you're at right now. 1, drift. You're drifting. 2, negativity. 3, an erosion of skills. 4, are your decisions based on feelings or facts? And 5, no accountability. Accountability really helps make progress and bring success in. That's why athletes have, even world-class athletes, have coaches that are working with them, because those coaches are seeing through the whole process, and there's natural accountability that comes across to make sure that you're getting in the gym, you're getting your home workouts done that you need to be getting done, and I'll let that go. Now, there are several agents that have been taking the social media classes. I'm really excited because moving forward, I'm going to be holding some content classes. There's all sorts of companies out there that will manage your content and manage your website presence and your social media presence. But I know the number one thing that can be difficult is coming up with content. So to make it simple, anyone who wants to do social media or has been looking into that, I'm going to have a class coming up in February. I got a race, some other travels, mortgage class out of state I got to go to. But when I get back, I'm going to have a class on creating content. And we are literally going to take out our phones. We're going to film. We're going to do photos. We're going to do the creation of actual content to get a couple weeks worth, so that way you can submit what you're creating to whoever you're partnering with for your social media or your websites, so that you can get that portion of your business going. So stay tuned, because I got that coming. Remember, whatever your situation, there's a juicy solution waiting for you. Who do you have that I can improve for you? I'd love to go to work for your client and partner with you and see how high I can boost your business. We'll talk soon.